What's up, Bulls Nation? My name's Jordan, and this is just another year Chicago Bulls. And with Casey Johnson officially putting out some names that the Bulls are interested in for that head coaching position, Tiago Splitter is one of those names that were mentioned. So today we're going to talk about where he's currently at, where he's been, how long he's been there, the achievements that he's made with those positions. So let's get into it. But before that, how would you guys feel about Tiago Splitter being the head coach of the Chicago Bulls for the foreseeable future? Let me know down below whether you think it's a good would be a good hire, bad hire, if there's someone you think would be better. With that, let's talk about Tiago Splitter's coaching career. This isn't I'm not going into his playing time when he played with the Spurs under Pop, which that in itself should be mentioned because if you're playing under one of the greatest coaches of all time, you're going to retain some of the knowledge he taught you. But coaching career wise, he's been in the coaching scene or front office scene for 8 years. The only real record that he has for those 8 years is a 42-39 record with the Blazers this season, because prior to the Blazers this season, he's been assistant coaches or a scout or working with player development. So his win-loss is the Portland's season as the head coach. Previous coaching jobs, he's been the Brooklyn Nets assistant coaching staff from 2019 to 2023. He was with Houston as an assistant coach and joined Ime Udoka's staff for the Rockets 2023-2024 season. Then currently 2025 season, this season, he has been Portland's interim head coach. That's where he's currently at. He's also a notable place that he's been. He coached Paris basketball for the 24-25 season, and before going to Brooklyn, that 2018-2019, when he was a pro scout and player development coach there, then eventually ended up getting hired on as an assistant coach on the coaching staff for the Nets. And to talk about where Splitter is currently at, Tiago is currently the interim head coach for the Portland Trail Blazers this past season. They ended the season with a 42-40 record. It says 42-39 because he didn't actually coach them that first game. That was Chauncey Billups, and then he got put on to leave. So Splitter then took them to finish the season 42-40. But in that, the Blazers got a playoff berth, and that's a feat that's only achieved by one other NBA rookie head coach in league history to make the playoffs in their first year as a head coach. And to me, I think Splitter's done a great job in Portland, given what he was given, making the playoffs, helping the good bit of young guys that they have, and being able to get them to where he's gotten them and have a winning season. Now, that oversees coach in Paris basketball, that club, as the head coach. He was there for 1 year. They went 22-8 during their season, and He guided them to a French Cup championship and into the EuroLeague playoffs. So I'm not too sure how that team without him looks, but he coached them and he was able to get a championship and into the playoffs out of that Paris team. So I got that. I'm gonna go back to this slide and talk about the Nets a little bit, his Brooklyn time. So when he started their 2018-2019 season, he was a scout and worked with player development, and then ended up transitioning into a coaching role by focusing on court development and scouting after his playing retirement. So that and then from the 2019 to the 2023 with the Nets, he was promoted onto the full-time coaching staff, working a lot with their young big men, Jared Allen, and eventually Claxton, and getting their bigs, focusing on the style of play that their bigs were playing and doing. So for my if you're excited for the rebuild and you're happy with what Bryson Graham has done so far, and you're excited to see what he continues to do over the course of the season and however long that he is president of basketball operations, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button? Lets us know that you're excited. Lets us know that you like Bulls basketball, that you're ready for the season to start, ready for the draft to be here. Now we're going to get into my personal thoughts on Tiago Splitter. Now, first of all, the Bulls and Splitter have to the Portland Trail Blazers basically have to give the okay that he can be interviewed for this spot, for that position. If the rumors of him probably not being brought back because of the pay cuts that the Blazers are doing and all of that, there's no reason that he shouldn't get the okay for the interview. But with that being said, there is potential that they just say no and bring him back. Now, that would suck because I think Splitter is one of the top candidates. He's one of my top 3 favorite candidates that we have named for that position. And I was saying even earlier before his name was listed by Casey that the Bulls should look to go get Splitter. I mean, when you're coached by Pop, when you have that coaching above you as a player, you retain that knowledge that Pop was spitting. Pop was spitting game. But you retain that, you keep that. He's obviously there in Brooklyn. He's obviously helped Jared Allen to advance and develop and become the type of player that he is. He helped Nick Claxton there for a little bit. I mean, Brooklyn's had some good bigs, and I think that Splitter would be a phenomenal guy to have there, watching Modis, Leonard Miller, Noah Singay, whether it be Cam Boozer, whether it be Caleb Wilson, the rest of I think that the team would benefit exponentially, both defensively, having our bigs develop, our fours develop, our wings develop. I think that he would be a great coach. And obviously he can take a young, more inexperienced team and get a winning season out of them and get a playoff berth in a tough Western Conference. So, I mean, in an easy Eastern Conference, that should be a pretty doable, easy thing. And I'm not saying that as in you go get Splitter, your playoff team. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he helps our young guys develop this first year, the second year. Once Bryson Graham has that team that he wants built and has those pieces that he feels is necessary to win, our guys are developed. Splitter is a phenomenal coach to be able to get them to be in the playoffs. So I'm not saying Splitter makes us a playoff team by any means, but I'm saying he will develop the players. He will develop Modest. He will develop Noah. He will get something out of those guys. And he is able to go the distance when it comes to coaching, as he has done in his first head coaching position. But those are my thoughts. So if you enjoyed the video, you want to keep seeing content from us, got more coaching videos coming out, got some more draft prospects. We're going to be staying up to date on all things Chicago Bulls, any breaking news. So if you want to stay updated, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get the notifications and you actually get to see these videos when they're coming out. We're only about 70 subscribers away from that 1900 mark. Really appreciate it if you got us there. So tell a friend. And that'll be it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.